Hello and welcome. In this one, I'll be talking about virtual reality. Now, to be honest with you, I think it could happen. I know they're thinking about it, and I honestly do hope that it happens within my lifetime. What is with the darkness? I mean, if you think about it, we're already halfway there. I mean, we've got the Kinect, we've got the Wii, and we've got whatever the PS3 has in that category. And don't forget them glasses that you can get that are like sitting at a 56-inch TV from like 20 feet away or something. I honestly don't know the specifics of them. I do know they are very expensive, and I do know I really want a pair. All you've really got to do is combine the two, and you've got it. Obviously, it wouldn't be any good unless you created a proper game around it, but it is possible. It's quite hard for me to explain because honestly, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but the explanation is there if you look online and have a look deeper into the facts of virtual reality. But there's some games being designed now that are fully immersive, if that's the correct word for it. I'm not entirely sure on that. I mean, there's games being planned that remember exactly what has happened on the map. Like, say you shoot a bullet at a wall and there's a hole there, it'll only be there for that level. But they're thinking about ones that'll it'll be there for the entire game, and that's throughout the whole map. I think that's a brilliant idea. You blow up a building, it stays collapsed. I've been reading about the idea for years, but I've never really thought of them actually doing it, and now they're thinking about doing it properly. But I mean, there's been plenty of games talked about that were supposed to do this and it didn't really go off that well. But I'm on about the fact that, like, you can collapse a building even if it's not part of the game. You can just blow up the support struts and it'll collapse. I mean, there is games that you can do that now, but they're part of the game. It tells you what to do. It's not just something you can do whenever you want to. There's many different games that this can actually be incorporated into. The problem is everyone will just want war games because that's the most immersive game that you can have with free range of all the weaponry, and it would show the most effect in doing so. Now, for some reason, the most successful games that come out now are war games. Like, whether it be past wars that have already been fought and you can fight again if you want to, or if it's future wars, like fighting aliens or whatever you call them. They are all technically war games because you are fighting two sides against each other, and I don't enjoy that. I'm honestly quite sick of it because every game that's advertised on the TV now is a war game. Get a game that's free of guns, free of tanks, basically a ninja game that you incorporate the Kinect into. Don't know if there is one like that now because I own a PS3 and not an Xbox, but I'm assuming there will be something like it. If you make it perfect, like you are that person looking in a first person view, it would be more difficult, but I think it would be a lot more realistic, especially if you had them glasses on, because you couldn't see the surroundings around the TV, so it would make it feel a lot more interactive as you were that person. Unfortunately, because you can't see things around you, you may kick someone or something and break something or someone. Even though I kind of hate the Kinect, I think it is really the best thing that's out right now, like around that whole idea. But I don't think games like that should control a character. It should be a first person thing. You should see it through their eyes if you are like flailing your arms about and kicking and all that. It should be through a first person perspective. As I said, I don't know if there is a game like that now because I don't own an Xbox, but if there is, it won't be as good as it could be. It's just because the Kinect is more of a party thing now than a proper gaming experience, which I think it could be if they did it right. And if they do it properly, then we are pretty much there for virtual reality. Because all it is being able to interact with things around you that aren't actually there and not be interrupted by all the stuff that's in your front room, all the stuff that's in the room that you're playing. Obviously, it gets a lot deeper as to the fact that they can put them electrodes on you, and whenever you get hit in the game, you get a shot. That, I think, is a bit stupid. But the better the realism, the better the game, I say. But then again, it's all about consoles and what makes the most money. I mean, yeah, okay, these games would blow up and be very, very popular, but the money that would go into developing it isn't as profitable. It won't turn out as profitable as if they just keep on releasing loads of Call of Duty. It would work out quite well if you wore them green suits with the white dots that filmmakers do to do CGI. Obviously, you'd look like an idiot, but it would be pretty cool, because it could pick up on every motion of your body, which would obviously make it a lot more realistic than just picking up on your hands and feet. What I've always thought was a good idea, though, is to interact with them through a headset, like interact with the people in the game through a headset, like using your own voice, so you can say it and they will match the closest sentence possible and reply, like Siri does now. I mean, not very well, but for the iPhone 4 sort of thing, there's Siri, that you can ask it any question and it will think through and then answer it properly in a real sentence. It won't just like start doing stuff. And I'm thinking if they incorporated that into a game, that would be good, because you could answer as if you were you properly, instead of having to like decide through preset things. Say there would normally be 3 preset messages. It would obviously lead you down one of them 3 roads, but through a different way, a different communication between the characters. I think that would be good. It's very difficult to say because I imagine that it would be incredibly hard to create something like that. But I think it would help a game out if you could actually interact with it properly. And the price of doing that might not be like the best thing, but as a leap forward, I think we have to start going forward instead of staying where we are and just making money. I know I'm not a game company, I don't do that, because it's all about the shareholders and making money and the biggest profit, but I think that the biggest step forward you take in gaming, it's a risk, yes, but I think it's worth it in the end, because the biggest step forward you take in gaming, many things can come out of it, like stuff that can be used for real life purposes as well, not just gaming. I think gamers really wait for better tech to come out and then they sort of just piggyback off that and then use that in their game instead of like making something from scratch and developing something unique. They go off what's already been invented and then say, right, well, we can modify that to incorporate it into a gaming process. For me, it wouldn't exactly work because all I really play is Rock Band. That's the only game I own, so it would just sort of like, it'd be me in a suit with a stupid glasses on playing drums in front of me. That's it. That's all that would work. But then again, I'm not a gamer. But that doesn't mean that I don't get excited when a new bit of tech comes out and it could like advance gaming to a new level, or if it's just, it would be fun to laugh at because it fails so much. I don't know, but I enjoy looking at the new stuff and reading up on hopefully future possibilities in gaming. Basically anything that can make a better gaming experience, I'm all for it. I probably won't play it myself, but I like the fact that people are making a step forward. Now this video has been a little bit longer than I thought, but here's an explanation. I've not been doing much in the way of video types like over the past few days, because I've been working on a video that is taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. I mean, it's more about the planning than the actual editing. The editing will only take maybe 5-6 hours, but the planning behind it is being a lot longer because I want to plan it all out and then edit it instead of trying to figure out what I'm going to do while I'm in the editing process. Hopefully it'll be out within the next 2 weeks, but I'm not entirely sure. I will try my best to get it out and I'll keep it up to date on the process of the video. I don't want to rush it like I did last time and then it just be really crap. So I'm trying to take my time with it and hopefully it will be out soon. But that's it from me today. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to subscribe by hitting the button above. Don't forget to like and share this video and I'll see you next time.